Right. You're able to see my screen?
Yes, I have. I can.
Okay, beautiful. So,
Alright. What would you like to ideally play as today? Let's talk first. Let's since we're exploring how do we excel in Marvel Rival players, why don't
uh,
you uh, walk me through the different character types and what you would like to ideally play?
so ideally, given that I'm from a Call of Duty background, I feel like what I can offer to the team most is by functioning as a damage character, or what is
Mm-hmm.
known in Marvel Rivals as a duelist category of characters. Now, these people are the ones stepping in and out of the mid line or some in the back line to try and pick off the healers or the opposite damage characters so that the tanks can keep pushing the momentum forward. That is
Mm-hmm.
my sweet spot. But after roughly 200 hours in Marvel Rivals and after a lot of yelling at the screen, I have realized
Yep.
that a saner approach to this is to just be what my team needs me to be rather than
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
trying and going the optimal route, because God help me, that has made me want to break my screen in half, run off like a building into a
Yeah.
flaming truck on the road. Yes, in
Yeah.
Pune,
Well,
not in Singapore.
I've
Yes.
seen a lot of games where everybody's just doing DPS, no one's doing tanks, no one's doing healers, and you're just like, ah!
Exactly. So now I'm just not even going to select a character. Okay, I'm just going to leave my team to pick all of their characters and then see
Okay.
where I fit in, because that is for your own mental health far better than like you trying to convince your team of your own viability by picking a character. Now, straight away, you see
Uh,
what's wrong. People have picked four duelists, not one, five duelists,
yep.
not one
Yep.
healer.
There's Mr. Fantastic, Spidey. Oh, there's five.
So
Wow. Alright, so what are you going to play to offset their
I
choices?
I can try and support uh, like, so the only team up ability, you see these things over here. So people, when they select two characters
Mm-hmm.
or like whoever, like in this particular Adam Warlock case it's three characters, they function synergistically with the person
Mm-hmm.
here, in this case Adam Warlock, anchoring that bonus. So since I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to pay Adam Warlock, what I can serve my team best is by picking a healer here who dishes out
Yep.
pure healing per second rather than a nuanced healing per second, because they're all
Yep.
DPS and most likely they don't have a fucking idea what they're doing, like, in terms of
Yeah.
strategy. I am just going to try and support them with whatever they're doing rather than,
Yep.
oh, you see that guy, like the first DPS. Now Iron Fist is jumping me. My DPS characters are supposed to save me so that I can continue to heal them. So I am
Yep.
trying to maneuver out of the way and stay behind my DPS characters and make sure that they get the healing that they require.
Yep.
Okay, gonna, yeah, there you go. I'm healing the Mr. Fantastic, and he went out of my line of sight. So it's also very important for tanks. I'm getting dived by a Black Panther. Fortunately, I'm a good healer, so I got myself out of the situation. And this Black Panther is
Alright.
still coming, bro. Please.
His Black Panther is very intent on taking you out. He's like, I don't want a Jeff here. No Jeffs!
Yep. See, the problem there is
Listen, he.
my
Huh.
my entire team is dispersed. My entire team. Only it's Mr. Fantastic and me trying to hold the point together, while everybody is everywhere just trying to score some kills and essentially cheap dopamine hits.
Yep. So you were mentioning earlier, right, that
Uh,
unlike most PvP shooters,
uh,
this is a game that's highly dependent on the team
yes,
rather than just
absolutely. Individual skill. Yeah.
because
So right.
I've seen like COD games and stuff where like even with just individual skill
Uh,
you can win the game.
you see what's
But
happening though, like so
mm-hmm,
I am the only healer on the team and nobody is prioritizing my safety at all. Not even one person is looking in my direction and seeing that, hey, the healer is dying, can we do
yep,
something to assist him? Because everybody here is simply, on this team anyway, is simply trying to, either they don't know what to do or they're unwilling to do what needs to be done.
I
Even
mean,
the
let's give
attack.
the benefit of the doubt. I think it's more that they don't know what to do.
That is absolutely fair. So, my advice to younger players or whoever is trying to join this from a Call of Duty circuit and all of those things. Okay, so now I have my alt, right? So I'm waiting to
Yep.
see if they all get bunched together so that I can eat them and, like,
Yep.
spit them off the map. And meanwhile, I'm trying to hold point and leave bubbles, healing bubbles, which increase speed and healing. And that
Mm-hmm.
guy has just gone to sleep. Mr. Fantastic is just standing there.
He is just standing there.
I can't believe though that somehow, see, this is the difference that a good healer can make. Even though our composition is screwed up, excuse me, I am
Yep.
still maintaining the momentum by just providing them that extra edge, by making
Yep.
sure
Yep.
that they are healed when their healers may not, like, give them the support that they need.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
ideally, given this team composition, what we should be doing is holding back on point and making sure no Spider-Man or anybody gets by us. But in this game, people also seem to love playing like a sadistic individual where they want to corner people in their own thing
Mm-hmm.
and make them suffer. And they think that is the only
Mm-hmm.
viable style of game. Because why?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is aiming for those skills. KO, 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 ding, 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 ding. Here the Black
Yep. Yep.
Panther.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going back to point. Oh my god.
Ah! Run!
See, like a person who's not skilled at a healer duty like me, or like somebody who doesn't have game
Mm-hmm.
sense, would immediately die there. And if then my entire team is left up shit creek without a paddle, as they say in
Yep.
popular parlance.
Yes. Popular violence, indeed. Indeed,
Yeah,
indeed.
beautiful and
So
beautiful.
Jeff is does until it's an alt.
Yeah. Oh,
Jeff
we
who
got a
does
tank. We got a tank.
somebody realized and changed. Very nice, very nice. Um so Jeff does primarily just healing, right? If somebody in his alt he does a lot of damage. Or can he do damage
Yeah, yeah, he can.
otherwise too?
Oh, absolutely. So on some team compositions,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff function right now. You know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to just hold point, like so that they, like
Mm-hmm.
the rest of the team can come back, and I'm doing every sort
Mm-hmm.
of evasive maneuver that I can. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just me. I wish somebody would come in, man.
Somebody just altered. Wasn't that
Oh, so
Psylocke that just
yeah, yeah,
altered?
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just holding point right now because what is important is not. Oh, there we go.
Swim, Jeff, swim! Yeah, what is not important?
But not a problem. We are 99% up, right? And they're 40% and
Yep.
catching up. And all our alts will also recharge now. So if we can focus
Yep.
up, we can really, really push the point and seal the deal. So
Mm-hmm.
we just need to wait to regroup though. Most people here, they're trying to rush the point. And this is a
Yep.
very, very dumb thing to do because you will get overwhelmed by the other team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. I hate Black Panther, bro. Fuck. Diving. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm healing. I'm healing. I'm healing. Oh my god. All
So
right.
as a player, what's the
Time to
characters you
eat
hate
them.
facing against?
Oh my god. Nobody. They all
They
escaped
all
me,
ran
man.
away. Yep. They all were like, oh no, out. Get out of here.
So typically, what happens is when the fight is
Mm-hmm.
bunched up, right? When there's a tank and the enemy team is trying to focus the attack on the tank, then you have a
Mm-hmm.
greater like window to pull that alt properly. Like you can swallow up like 5 people or 6 people, and you can spit them off the map.
Mm-hmm.
But if there is no focus,
Mm-hmm.
then what happens is they're all over the map and they can just use their abilities to quickly get away because they're not incentivized to
Mm-hmm.
try and hold anything together or, like, try and fight off multiple waves of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, dude, the other team has caught up in how.
Yeah, dude, seriously. But okay, okay, Hulk is back. That's good. That's a great idea. We are holding. We're holding. We're holding. We're holding. Come on, boys. Let's hold it together. Hulk, go and keep them busy, brother. I'll
You
keep you
can do
healed.
it.
You
You can
see,
do it.
my thing is one healer, right? One healer who knows
Yep.
what he's doing and or they are doing rather, excuse me, and they are good with movement. So this is also something
Mm-hmm.
that I want to tell the people who graduate and come here from COD. They think the only positive way to make a contribution to their team is by getting kills. And I want to tell them, use your skills, use your superior movement and aiming skills to function as healers because you are the difference makers for your team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I hope that the team. And what I like about this game though is that every now and then you see these guys actually learn from round to round
Yes.
and actually adapt and change. Because I've seen a few games of yours where we start off a big mess, but then at some point like something clicks and they're like, okay, yeah, we need to do this. So one can hope.
What
One can
happens
hope
is
that.
quick play
Mm-hmm.
is ideally designed to be a place where people test out their new characters in, like for, oh my God, okay,
What just happened?
Doctor Strange ulted me, but our Hulk bubbled everybody in a
Nice.
startlingly amazing presence of mind, which,
Yep.
okay, which didn't matter because Black Panther wrecked us. So a good Black Panther is like a terror for the enemy team, as is like a good
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man. Because
Mm-hmm.
in keeping with the whole philosophy, uh, so in other games like Call of Duty, in TDM, Domination, everything, usually the more, if you get a lot of kills, you sway the game. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Here, though, the difference in how you're supposed to, damage characters are supposed to function is you want to get
Mm-hmm.
as many kills as possible while causing the least amount of damage possible. What that does is then the opposite healing, uh, whenever they won't get their ults fast, and support heals are some of the
Mm-hmm.
strongest ults in the game. So you want to be
Mm-hmm.
cognizant that you're not just pumping out damage for damage's sake, you're doing it strategically and
Mm-hmm.
clinically to eliminate the opposite
Mm-hmm.
healers or the opposite DPS. So right now I'm
Okay.
holding point, making sure that my team is healed, and there I see somebody who's distressed, so I make sure that they're healed, go back
Mm-hmm.
and pop some bubbles, heal them. Magic has popped her ult, but my people got her, which is great. Okay. I am gonna hang back and go back to point just to make sure that nobody jumps us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm gonna make sure that Namor, okay, Namor is dead. Hold up.
Like, ooh,
So
ooh,
what I
it's
can do
coming.
is I can just do this and hold the point.
Mm-hmm.
Hold the point.
Till somebody knocks you down, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Oh no.
but even those extra 3 seconds, right, or 4 seconds that you can hold your point down, is
Mm-hmm.
gives your allied team the time to come back and attack strongly together.
Yeah. 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 Oh, Mr. Fantastic resulted. One thing
Yes.
I do appreciate about this game is that it is very, very like the superpowers, the powers, the skills are highly tied to what
Oh
they
my
are in the
God.
comics.
Black Panther boys, Black Panther. So this is how, when I know that it's safe to attack, when I can take a break from my
Mm-hmm.
healing duties, then I attack
Mm-hmm.
to assist in the finishing off of anybody that needs to be wrapped up. So
Mm-hmm.
first priority is making sure that your team is healed. Second priority is seeing how you can contribute in the DPS section of the game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther is being annoying, but I lay some bubbles down, I go back to work again. And we are
Very
82%.
cool.
Hulk is like absolutely losing it. So just make sure he's fine. Just make sure he's fine. He's the one who will wreck the
Mm-hmm.
opposite team for you, but you gotta make sure he's fine.
Yep.
Okay, Iron Man is targeting me from the back line, so I take an off angle and I heal the healer. I heal Luna, who's trying to heal him. And we
Okay.
see that somebody is trying to steal point from behind us, so we come back immediately, make sure that that's all done. Okay, Iron Fist. Uh, and Luna just ulted. So we are in an
Mm-hmm.
invulnerability zone, and that's the match. That's as simple as that. Here, nobody displayed exceptional skill, but we just got
Yep.
our basics right, and that was enough to push us over.
Yep.
And that is my
Yeah.
point to everybody who plays this game, that you do not have to be exceptionally skilled. Don't come there. Just pick the right character and understand how they work and see how you can help your
Yeah.
team the most rather than trying to be the MVP each and every time.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
No, it's really. I mean, this is a great game that shows just how important it is to work as a team.
Yes.
And I think one of the most fascinating things about this game is that it's not like you're in live chat constantly that you can actually talk to
Yes.
your team and do whatever. But even without that, as long as you're reading the map, as long as you're reading your team and what they're doing, it's possible to fulfill those roles. Also, like where we started from,
Yeah.
all of your team and how they changed their characters along the way. So we saw a great example of people adjusting to what the game needed, what the team needed.
So, one of the most miserable experiences that you can have in this game is solo tanking.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do not have good
Mm-hmm.
healers or even a healer who's focused on healing you,
Mm-hmm.
because you are the one putting yourself at the most risk by exposing yourself to the direct front line of the enemy. So, if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have a team who's assisting you and making sure they have your back, it can be the most disheartening experiences of the game. So, whenever somebody goes solo
Mm-hmm.
tank, even though I want to play DPS, I have a great amount of empathy for them. And so, therefore, I switch
Mm-hmm.
to a healer and try and keep them alive as much as possible. Because
Yep.
we need more people to start adapting to situations rather than getting stuck in what they think they can do best and staying over there.
Yep. Yep. So we're doing another quick match, or
Oh, sorry, I just without thought jumped into
no?
another
That's
quick
fine.
match.
Yeah, we can do another quick match.
So now you see
It's
Luna,
interesting to see how people switch out.
right? So now you see Luna, right? Luna has a team up with
Mm.
Namor over here where she gives him an
Mm-hmm.
extra auto turret which has frost
Okay.
binding. So since we have only have
Okay.
one healer and one tank, I'm going to see how I can assist either one of them with my healing abilities. Winter Soldier
Mm-hmm.
has a team up with Rocket Raccoon, which
Okay.
gives him unlimited ammo for his hand cannon. So I am going to
Mm-hmm.
go that way and try and assist him as much as possible so that we can win the game.
Okay.
And you can, so I'll show you a little bit of Raccoon's kit as well. So one of the most interesting bits of whatever conversation is an analysis of the stats show that a good
Mm-hmm.
Raccoon has the highest win percentage in a ranked setup,
Okay.
and you will
Where do
see
you
why.
see the biggest differences between a quick play and a ranked game?
Team composition. People are a lot more careful about their compositions in ranked because,
Mm-hmm.
of course, they have like a lot to lose. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they are a little more careful about these things. What I'm doing now is placing like a resurrection beacon over here. So whoever
Mm-hmm.
dies first,
Mm-hmm.
they will get resurrected there, and that's one way that you
Mm-hmm.
can. Okay, another Black Panther. My God, what the heck? Why is everybody
He
playing
feels
Black
very
Panther?
strongly.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Black Panther feels very strongly about
yeah, but the thing is, Rocket
just
has
wrecking shit up.
great mobility. Rocket has amazing
Mm-hmm.
mobility. Okay, another magic. So Magic took out the beacon that I placed and then came after me, and my team was nowhere in the picture. My uh, what do you call it? My tank strayed off point to chase somebody. That's
Mm-hmm.
another thing that I would earnestly uh, wish people wouldn't do, like chase like after somebody to seal the kill because they are baiting you essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now the Winter Soldier's here, right? To help him out, what I'm going to do is lay that beacon down. It gives him unlimited ammo, and he can just like
Mm-hmm.
lay down the smackdown
Mm-hmm.
and just keep healing. Put a beacon down over there, so if somebody dies, they can be resuscitated immediately, and just keep jumping, and making sure that people are
Mm-hmm.
killed.
Is Bucky still around? I can't see him. Like, is he
Bucky's
using?
like he used up the ability, so now he's on his own.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Okay.
okay. So once the cooldown
Cool.
resets, I'm gonna do it. Luna Snow is also doing a phenomenal job. She is helping me quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They popped a support ult. They popped a Mantis ult right now. So within that
Mm-hmm.
spear, okay, magic, guys, magic. Okay, we
Oh
got
no.
we got ulted. So Peter Quill has like an auto aimbot type ult, so
Mm-hmm.
it is very very ridiculously powerful. So in
Mm-hmm.
that time, having like a shielded tank like a Magneto, a Doctor Strange, etc., would help greatly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, although we're doing a phenomenal job right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Magic's buying.
You're dominating the space.
Yeah, boy. And so this match,
Nice.
right? If I pull up the
Mm-hmm.
scoreboard right now,
Mm-hmm.
wait. Yeah, if you pull up the scoreboard right now, Groot has a lot of kills and Namor has a lot of kills. The way that kills are counted
Mm-hmm.
here is if you have damaged that person within the last 5 seconds, it gets counted as a kill.
Mm-hmm.
So these kills are being shared between Groot and Namor.
Yep. Okay.
I have 0 kills. Luna has some kills associated to him, but overall,
Mm-hmm.
there are not a lot of kills. There's not like 50 deaths and 50 kills at all because it's not necessary. What you want to do
Mm-hmm.
is win with as few kills as possible and as quickly as possible.
Yep. Yep.
And there's a fun matchup with Groot also where I can ride Groot.
Just like run into the battlefield.
Yeah,
I love it when who carries Wolverine and throws him out? Hulk.
Hulk and the Thing.
Okay. Nice.
All right, let's get off and see
By the way,
this
I
guy.
happened to hear the Thing's voice the other day, and whoever they got as a actor just like nailed it.
Okay, I did a
Ooh,
very,
ooh, calm down, Hulk.
I did a one beautiful thing is Raccoon, although he's like small and tiny, his kit is designed to shred tanks rather than other
Mm-hmm.
DPS characters. So there are some characters like Wolverine, etc. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, bro. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, boy. Don't stray, don't stray, don't stray. Nice, Groot got magic, and there is an enemy mantis over here. Please get him, Groot. Or her, I don't know. So just
Oh no. Okay.
beautiful.
So how do you train yourself to like look for specific cues?
So
Because
uh, the first thing that you want to be doing is constantly be on the move. So don't stay still at all. Keep jumping,
mm-hmm,
even if there's nothing. Oh my God, he's coming after
mm-hmm.
me, guys! He's coming after me. Okay, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Okay, Black
Because there's a
Panther.
lot of like information right on the
Yeah,
screen at any given point. There's different
okay. I
attacks,
am.
different characters.
Yeah, I'm trying
Ooh.
to distract the healer,
Mm-hmm.
and so as soon as they get shot at, they start
Mm-hmm.
doing whatever, and so that functions
Mm-hmm.
as a effective distraction as well. And if you do this thing like run on walls and all, it's very
Mm-hmm.
few people who have the skill to counter such movement unless like
Mm-hmm.
everybody is bunched up. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that pressure is put on the point again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull their tank away into our back line, so he's vulnerable. But again, the other side ulted and got me. So
I have to admit that these guys are countering very well.
our Groot,
To
our Groot is actually quite terrible. He's not doing anything. Quite terrible.
because this team, I mean, you all dominated the first round, but this team has rallied and how the enemy team
So when
for
people
this
get
round.
when oh my God, guys, they're just jumping us, guys, at this point. Come on, okay, Magic is here. Why aren't you guys doing anything? Hey, Magash is killing. Oh, thank you, Luna. God bless you. And 7 generations of your children. Oh my God.
The other team's Hulk is persistent.
Our Groot, his lore dictates that he can use walls and all of those things. And our Groot seems to think he is in MMA somehow.
Okay.
He just doesn't want. Oh my God, bro.
Hulk is just standing there and
I'm
staring at
so
you. Do
I'm,
not, do not come closer.
dude. Hulk is like a Haryanvi middle-aged uncle, dude. Like I'm so scared of him. Oh my God,
uh,
guys, please don't suck. If you want, we can swap. No, but nobody will want to give up their whoever.
Nobody
So
will want to be what?
nobody will want to give up their DPS because their ego is now associated with it. Our Winter Soldier is effectively pathetic, and
Mm-hmm.
ideally he should be switching to a tank to assist the team.
Yep.
But now the question is about his ego, so he doesn't want to do it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
what I can do to try and mitigate this is take a tank because our Groot doesn't know what the heck he's doing, and our Winter Soldier does not deserve me as a healer.
Yeah, that's what even earlier when you put down the boost, I was like, I don't think he was like paying attention.
Ah, man.
I don't think he even realized
Let's
that he got
let's
the
shut
boost.
the Hulk down because he is just like okay, Hulk is shut down. Let's shut the magic down. Ma'am, you like bullying people? I can also bully people.
So Magic's just doing her job, and you're like,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
can also bully
refuse.
people, ma'am. No, there. Come.
Did
Oh, there is Magic. Hi, Magic. What happened, Are you scared suddenly? What happened? What happened, ma? What happened? You're not getting kills. Oh,
nice?
somebody heal me, dude. Somebody heal me, bro. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, Hulk
Ooh,
shut
that
down.
Hulk is like, screw you.
So you
There's
oh
definitely a lot. There's definitely a lot to be said for taking your time to really understand how to play each one of these characters, right?
yes, absolutely. Because if muscle memory shuts down when you need it the most, you are effectively brutalized. Now,
Mm-hmm.
our Groot is simply not adjusting and laying down enough
Mm-hmm.
cover. He's not taking enough space. Come.
Mm-hmm.
So
Take
he,
your space, people. Take up
uh,
your space.
hi Hulk, where are you going? Oh my God. Okay, that was a dumb thing that I did, but they can't hit me. Just use movement to get. Oh, oh my God! Why is everybody here?
So, which
Okay,
characters do you think you still need to work a lot on to be able to really be able to use them?
I would love to play a good Spider-Man because a good Spider-Man is one of the most terrifying things in the game.
Mm-hmm. And it's also one of the hardest characters to
Yeah,
learn,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
What's the easiest to learn?
Oh, Punisher. He is just point and
Okay.
shoot. Okay, Magic got wrecked. And
Okay.
did you see what our Jeff did? He spat 6 people off the map. Okay, what are you doing?
Nice.
Are
I
you
did
kissing?
not.
Do you have a date? Why are you
I
just
did
standing there,
not
both of you?
know.
Why are you just standing there, man?
Don't get in between their love story. Let them
Jesus
have their
Christ.
moment, their
I
K-drama
swear to
moment.
God. Here we are trying to, like, okay, Magic, I will put pressure on you. You don't worry that. Where are you going, ma? Don't jump my healers, please. I will show you what it means. Shut the Hulk down, shut the Hulk down. Uh-uh. Black Panther. Okay, come
And
back
so
to
since
Jeff.
I'm a newcomer now to Marvel Rivals, like
Uh,
I'm gonna be playing this so I can play with my friends.
uh.
Where do you suggest I start?
So just start off with the people who have the ease. Oh my God. See what I did there? Guys, don't do that. What I did there was I was getting overwhelmed by the enemy and I panic ulted and wasted my ult because they killed me as I was getting into my ult. and
Well,
they won.
you live, you learn.
So if you notice the scorecard right now, our Winter Soldier is useless, completely, utterly useless. Now, in an ordinary game, one of the things that I have an issue with now, Jimmy, is back in the day during
Mm-hmm.
like in when I was a kid, when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was more
Mm-hmm.
starry-eyed, let's say. Back in the days when Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was around, servers were bad, ping was bad, but communication was at
Mm-hmm.
an all-time high. Nowadays, kids don't seem to
Mm-hmm.
want to come onto the mic no matter what. I don't know why everybody is so anxious to just talk to their peers. Anxious
Well, I
about
could kind of sympathize. I was just like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
in which case I totally understand. I also have suffered from social anxiety, you see. But
Mm-hmm.
in which case you have to really get used to the button mappings to indicate and call things out because it really helps.
Mm-hmm.
A healer can't, like in the thick of things, a healer can't preempt where you're getting attacked if you're running low, if you need healing. So just calling it out
Mm-hmm.
helps the healer strategize where they want to allocate their resources.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a tank or a DPS, and if your healer is getting jumped by a Black Panther or a Magic or someone, it helps for you to indicate that you see the attack coming so that we can immediately
Mm-hmm.
rush to our backline and make sure that they get off of you. But you got to let us
Yep.
know that it's happening and not take on that fight by yourself at all.
Yep. Yep.
So we'll play one competitive and that's it.
Let's do this.
Okay, it's recording everything. That's good. So this is the fun world of Marvel Rivals, ma'am.
It is indeed fun. I'm pretty excited to jump into it. You were
Yes.
giving me advice on what's the best way for me to start.
The best way for you to start, because given your motion sickness and given the fact that you're not used to functioning in high sensitivity settings, is to take somebody like Jeff, because what Jeff really needs to
Mm-hmm.
do is line his team members in a row, pick that
Mm-hmm.
angle, and just
Mm-hmm.
spew out his healing white stuff onto us.
White stuff, huh?
Yeah,
Indeed.
it really is quite the rejuvenating kick that one needs in the thick of battle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Give me
Mm-hmm.
that viscous
Just like
spray,
splash them.
Jeff, the lad
Yeah,
crab
just
daddy.
like yeah. They're opening the door for too many dirty jokes here. We're gonna get banned straight off for like inappropriate sexual conversations.
My ma'am, my gamer community, we are incel strong. In incel we trust. And therefore, my people will love me the more I piss off the liberal
Well,
elite.
as I talk about spraying my white stuff across, people's faces.
You
What?
know, you know, the very popular term in
Oh.
FPS is called spray
Mm-hmm.
and pray. No points for
Oh, yeah.
guessing which sexually deprived group of individuals came up with that.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, Jeff, it is. But I definitely am looking forward to exploring each one of these characters too and seeing if any other ones match me. Because I'm not going to be able to do a character that requires to completely, constantly change their point of view
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
my motion sickness. That's
yes,
always been my biggest hang up with any shooters, any first person shooters, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
does
And
not mean it's not fun to play.
I think that's where hero shooters really shine because whereas in Call of Duty, it's very difficult for you to
Mm-hmm.
bridge that skill gap, right? In hero shooters, because you have a range of characters to work with, you can
Mm-hmm.
always switch out to, let's say, somebody. I'm going to play Doctor
Mm-hmm.
Strange because we don't have a tank at all, and people are, this is competitive. And this guy is giving instructions, ki push together, please. And I'm like, maybe stick to the team composition before you ask your team to adapt. You know, like
So at least somebody reached out and was like, "Hey, let's try it. Come up with some plan." To be fair.
I think so. You see that icon difference on the Winter Soldier, the artwork difference.
Yep.
So that means that he has achieved Lord status. Lord status is typically the highest status that you can achieve with a single character. And he's put that
Mm-hmm.
logo over there to impress upon us ki, please don't make me switch to another character. This is what I excel
Mm-hmm.
at. So I am respecting that. Wait, you want to do a
Okay,
portal?
fair,
Okay,
fair.
fine. Let's do a portal. Okay, let's go. All right. We just did a portal
Alright.
to jump on
And
point immediately.
and everybody actually waited, nobody tried to run off. What a difference between like quick play and um
Yeah, yeah.
ooh, here comes the
Okay.
thing!
Oh my God, thing.
It's clubbing time! Dude, I like the thing.
Okay, first order is to get rid of the thing. Okay, Punisher, Punisher. Oh, where are my healers? Everyone's dead.
Do you ever participate in the chat?
Yes,
Like the is it just prompts or are
uh,
people actually
so it depends on how irritated I am with my team.
uh-huh
Like if I feel like we are not even getting basics right, I usually switch
uh-huh
to voice chat to let them know how disappointed I
uh-huh
am in them. But otherwise, I helpfully suggest that we should switch to a different team composition. What I'm doing right now is like I'm trying to use angles to offset taking the full brunt of the team and then attack from an angle and discombobulate.
Yep.
Because right now there's so much confusion happening that okay. See, like that nuke would have wiped me out, but I use my shield to sort of like absorb the blast. So it's very, very important. So this guy is trying to jump my healer, and I intervened immediately. So push him off, my healer. So you got to take care of your healers. He is desperately
Yep.
trying to. Oh my god, okay, everyone's attacking me.
Yeah, the healers are what basically keeps your team going, right? Oh, you got swarmed. Um, right, because the less you die, the more you can stay on objectives.
Yes.
So,
And
in any game, not just this game,
and
any
you
game that requires a healer,
yeah.
your healers are absolutely necessary.
Yeah, and what is happening right now is because they are not respecting team composition, the other team is respecting team composition. Like, and our DPS is not as good as they think they are. So
Think
this
fair.
this is resulting in a situation where I am being obliterated, like for no reason, in a competitive gaming mode. Yeah, they're just running through us because Muhammad, Vortex, Needle can't be bothered. Who and see what's happening on the chat. They're just blaming each
Yeah,
other.
need
They're saying
healing
that
and critical health.
yeah, they're like Spider sucks, and I'm like, you all suck because you're not respecting team composition. That is what is happening. So now I will just helpfully suggest tank needed, and let's see what they do.
So I can't actually hear your
Them
chat
dancing.
really because I'm
Yeah.
talking to you more than anything else. Um, so I've been looking at the chat itself, not the voice chat.
So here is why I
The
just
switch or AFK. Wow, that's rude. Muhammad obviously is not too happy with the.
so
Interesting.
Mohammed is irritated because he paid for his costume and nobody is respecting that fact.
Listen, if you're gonna pay for the gear, use it.
Guys, take angles, push pressure, man. This guy is just waltzing through.
Dude, I have to give kudos to the other team's healer.
Yeah,
Like the things health bar is barely
Beautiful, beautiful,
dropping.
beautiful, beautiful. We got the
Every
heal.
time it drops, he's back to full. Yeah, you finally got him.
Okay, finally,
But
finally
yeah,
got. Oh, she ulted.
This is real firepower!
Oh my god, this guy ulted. Oh my god, they're all there.
problem time.
Okay. Oh, initiate surrender. Great, guys. Okay.
Who initiated surrender?
Like, if so, somebody, like, on our team, they
Mm-hmm.
can just surrender. Instead, so this is what people do. Instead of banding together, changing the strategy, doing whatever, they're
Mm-hmm.
just like, hey, why don't we just surrender? And so,
Oh dang, quite a few people have voted
yeah,
for it.
and
The,
unfortunately for them, right, it requires all six
mm-hmm.
votes to go through. And I'm like, no, you will sit
Mm-hmm.
here and you will suffer this pain, so that
Mm-hmm.
maybe the next time around you can learn to adapt a little better. Otherwise, just face
Yeah.
the pain of the loss. No problem at all. We'll do our
So
best.
basically, they don't want the loss. That's why they just want to move on to the next match. That's
Ha,
why they're doing the surrender thing.
no, it will get
Okay.
counted as a loss anyway. They are just
Mm-hmm.
so inflexible and rigid about what they want to do that they won't even consider ki, hey, maybe like, like
Dude,
let's just,
Thing has a very specific strategy, and it's worked for him every single time.
yeah, like
Stand behind that pillar.
we need our DPS to focus them. We need our
Yep.
DPS to go after their healers, and instead, what they're doing is simply choosing to pump more and more bullets into the thing. That's
Mm-hmm.
my job, to hold the thing at bay. Oh, I am dead. Correct.
Dude, you're still managing to hold on.
Very, very, very rare. And so, see what they're doing? They're just coming out, probing, and like going back. That's it. That's
Mm-hmm.
all they have to do. So, what I'm gonna do is write them like a nice message and be like, and I lose points because my team was essentially functioned like selfish fools, and all of them have lost points as well. And so they keep
Yep.
themselves stuck in this hell because they
Mm-hmm.
can't be bothered to do things right.
Mm-hmm. The spider superbot. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. What's interesting to me is you usually in any of these, you're getting matched at people with people
Yeah,
at your level. And it's fascinating to me that there's still so many people at, your level that haven't learned some of these basics.
yeah, exactly. No, the problem is, so a lot of these people, right, like who've come to this top,
Mm-hmm.
they have floated to the top over here on the backs of people like me who just adapt to whatever role the team requires. And so when they come into a team, right, which is unbalanced and not up to their
Mm-hmm.
preferences, they simply resolve their
Mm.
cognitive dissonance by saying, oh, it's the team's fault, not my skill gap or not
Yep.
my unwillingness to adapt to the situation. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, that's what the Marvel Rivals community has become, like a toxic cesspool of man children
Mm-hmm.
battling their egos and insecurities against each other, and all of them having
Mm-hmm.
a frustrating experience. So,
Well, one can hope that together, and maybe through some of these videos, we can show people how to be better, so we can dominate.
yes, yes, I just want.
Yeah.
So, if you noticed, after our last quick
Mm-hmm.
play match that we won, I made sure to
Mm-hmm.
give everybody a thumbs up. I made sure to write a
Yep.
message, good game, well played, thanks, guys. So, I am trying to do my part by adapting and also trying to induce positivity to encourage more people to
Mm-hmm.
take up healing roles and vanguard roles. So, anytime somebody does that while I'm playing a DPS character, I make sure to
Mm-hmm.
go out of my way and express thanks to them multiple times. I shouldn't have to do that, given that we are all adults here. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine as long as you know the community gets better a little bit. It's all good, right?
Yep. Yep. And that's
Okay,
the goal. This is what we're doing.
that's
Educating people how to be better at Marvel Rivals.
and that's the goal. And with
Educating
that,
me how to get
yes,
into Marvel Rivals. Yeah.
yes. The thing is, when it's like six people that you know, right? What happens is
Mm-hmm.
even if you're getting railroaded by the opposite team, what we can do
Mm-hmm.
is utilize troll-like strategies to outwit
Mm-hmm.
them where we can't outplay them. But communication
Yep.
has
Yep.
to be absolutely on point. You have to have great chemistry and
Yep.
synergy with the other person, and the other person needs to trust you to be able to execute whatever you're telling them to based upon your intel at that point of time.
Mm-hmm. All
Which
right.
is
This
why,
is our goal in the next month or so to be
yeah,
able to get all of our gang in gear so we can outwit people.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
You'll always, in this particular game, you're always going to be better than the rest of us. So we just have to, you will lead us
No problem.
into the breach.
You know what I love? I love a challenge and I love executing strategy rather than raw skill. Because when you execute strategy and you win, the other team feels like a bunch of fools. And that's a more, that's such a joyful experience, right? So
Yep, let's do it. Strategy is very important. I feel like a lot of players forget that. They just get into the skill bandwagon without realizing that even with low skills, you can win if you have good strategies.
exactly.
If you can plan, if you can communicate,
Yeah,
even if you are not single-handedly as good as everyone else, your entire team gets better.
exactly. And
And so,
so, with what you just saw, one of the problems was obviously
mm-hmm,
with team composition. But one other
mm-hmm,
glaring issue that I really, really want to go over, and all the Reddit community keeps going over, is once
mm-hmm,
again, my dear friends, a DPS role doesn't mean that you stand in the mid lines and keep pumping bullets into the tank. You are just fueling their
mm-hmm,
victory. You function as disruptors. You go sneak into their mid lines and their back lines and interrupt their momentum any which way. Even if you don't get kills, it's fine. Even if you die six times, it's fine. But if you put pressure
mm-hmm.
on the healers, they will the next time around they will anticipate you coming and they will already be paranoid, and that's enough for them to start committing errors and for communication to break down. And when their healers get
Yep,
jumped, then they start getting irritated with their tanks or DPS for not protecting them, and then everything goes downhill. You see a psychological breakdown happening across the side. But you got to do
yep,
that.
yep.
You got to think like that, not just like, how do I
Mm.
get more kills and how do I get more KOs
Yep,
and ding 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 and I'm happy like an ADHD
yep, yep,
freak
yep.
that I am. So I'm sorry. Again, trying to induce the space with positivity. Love you guys. Maybe play Vanguard at DPS.
We will infuse the space with positivity once you all become better gamers.
Yes, become better gamers. Then I'll, compliment you for it. But goddamn, stop functioning
Yes,
like
yes,
children,
yes.
man. But with that, we end today's segment on Marvel Rivals, the basics that you absolutely need to cover to have a good gameplay. This was my friend Jamie, the expert on all things
Yes.
games, and I am a degenerate who likes playing games quite a bit. So that's about
We're both degenerates who like playing
it.
games. I just know 10% about how it's made. That's it.
Beautiful. That's all we need to put us over the top of 99.9% of the misogynistic YouTube gaming channels out there. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm hitting